Hey family, I'm back and welcome to video number 2 in the Pursue Next Level. I guess we could call this a fireside chat. I used to do internet marketing and I used to have these videos of this nature where they're sitting in an element like their living room or whatever, and they would call them fireside chats. So we can call this a fireside chat. But getting back to the story, and I believe where I left off was being in the company and getting to the top of that company. And at some point, things kind of started to roll backwards. And in terms of financial gain in that company, when I got started, they used to have a training that was called full-time income at ED. And mind you, ED was the second position in the company, but there were people who was making thousands of dollars a month at that position. And it's something that you don't see anymore when you find a company that has 5 positions. If you look at a lot of these companies now, for instance, I took a look at Metaluca. I told you guys in the last video. I can't even tell you how many positions they have. The company I'm currently in has 15 positions. The original company that I was in, Success University, I don't remember how many positions it was, but at most I would have to say it was about 10. So when you find yourself in a company with minimal positions to attain to, it's more lucrative at the lower positions. But when you got a company that has a bunch of positions that you have to sort through, can be really, really pressing in those beginning stages. So got to the top of the company, income started to roll backwards. Only way I can explain it. I don't want to talk bad about any company. I learned so much in that company in terms of network marketing, because in my first company, as I told you guys, I didn't learn anything, no support. So I didn't even understand, like I said, a binary or a unilevel or a hybrid or a matrix or a phased matrix or a stair step, some of the ones that aren't even around anymore. I didn't understand any of that, or the industry as a whole. Never had been introduced to it. So when things started to roll backwards, for years before I made a move, I was looking for another opportunity. Me and a few of the individuals that I knew and were close to, who were SVP and national director, we were all sort of looking to see if there was something out there, and in fact, some platinums as well. But I made I made it to the point where I resigned my position, found a new opportunity to run with, and went to that new opportunity. But one thing I will tell you is that I was a 6-figure earner in 5 links. Didn't earn a dime in my first company. Second try around in network marketing, became a 6-figure earner. And that's no small feat. Like, I never am a person who tries to toot their own horn, who boasts, who's, conceited about who they are, or have an inflated vision of who they are. I try to be as humble as possible. But to be in that small percentage of people who make 6 figures, about 1% in network marketing that attain to 6 figures in any company. So to be a part of that 1% it's special, not only in the company you're in, but in the whole industry as a whole. Most people don't make a ton of money in network marketing. And if you've made over, a check with a comma in it, if you've made that much in network marketing, you're way above the norm, because most people struggle and don't make much. Had some serious weeks where I almost cleared 10 grand in a week, some serious months, and had some lean ones as well. But got to 6 figures in that company. And I only say that just so you know that it's possible. Because if I can do it, being a person who dropped out of high school, a person who went and got their GED, took some college courses, dropped out of those college courses, convicted felon, a person with that background, for me to be able to do it, I think that almost anybody can do it. And it's strictly up to you. But you need to have a path laid out for you, and you need to know what to do. It was difficult for me not having that path laid out for me, and basically having to go in and pave the path. Hard thing to do. I was able to do it. With that said, I went to my next company. And in my next company, did extremely well, extremely fast. As I said, that company, which I'm currently in, has 15 positions to go through. I got to the 4th position in less than 45 days. And I started there on, I believe it was October 20th, may have been September. I think it was September 20th. Yeah, it was September 20th, because I resigned the week that we were having our national event, and that was in September. It was in Baltimore, Maryland. I resigned on that Monday. A lot of people that I knew who were transitioning and making the move, nothing against them, but they weren't willing to put it out there. So a lot of them actually went to the national event with intent to recruit people. And that puts a bad taste in my mouth. I would never do anything like that. Most of you guys that are in this group or who see this video, who have had one of my trainings, you know that I've never reached out to any of you guys when I transitioned, trying to recruit you to come with me to my new company. Like, that's just, it's not right for me personally, ethically, integrally. But I knew a lot of people who they did not let anybody know that they were coming, and I knew they were coming, knew for a fact they were coming, a lot of SVPs. And they actually went to the national with intent on recruiting individuals while they're at that national. And we weren't the only ones who left at that time. There was another group that was going to another company called ID Life. And they were there at the national, and they knew they were leaving before I knew I was leaving. And a lot of them stuck around to see if, you know, I'm going to get this. A lot of them were attempting to actually wait around for their platinum pool check in January, which wasn't going to happen, not starting a new business. But for me, just personally, I couldn't do something like that. I didn't feel as though that was ethical or integral. So most of the people who actually got started with me when I got started in vacation travel were people who contacted me. Now, there were a few people who told me a long time ago, years ago, before this even happened, if you leave and Barry leave, you need to give me a call. And there was 2 individuals that told me that, and I called those 2 individuals. Other than that, there was an individual on my team who said, if you ever have plans on leaving, you need to let me know because I'm coming with you. So those were the 3 people I called. They were the first 3 people that got started with me. Everyone after that called me. There's probably one other person on that list that I called at the point where I started to make calls, because, you know, at some point you're going to start making calls. And there was one other person I called. The rest of them contacted me, reached out to me, and we had a conversation, and they got started. And so I started on September 20th, and that's important because the year was almost over in terms of it being the final quarter. So I started September 20th. So you got September, that's 10 days, because we actually started September 20th about 9 p.m. at night. So I really wouldn't even count that day. But the reason why we started that day was it was a Sunday night, and the payroll in that company ended at 12 a.m. at night. So we wanted to get into that payroll before that payroll got paid out so that we could all come in getting checks. And in that, basically, you're going to have to say about 3 months, 3 1/3 months, if you're talking about 10 or 11 days, really 10 days. So you're talking about October, November, December, and then those 10 days. I did a little over $30,000. And it was amazing to me that my residual checks got a comma in them as fast as they did. And literally, I'm getting checks with commas in it. I think my third check in the business, my first check was about $635. No, actually my second check had a comma in it. But then my third check was over $2,000. And I was like, whoa, what have I been missing? And again, being just really transparent, I had a team of over 6,000 in the prior company. And one of my issues was that your potential bonus in signing a person up was dictated upon that person you signed up actually building their business. And it was something that I always didn't like because I came from a business, although I didn't understand it fully, I did understand their comp plan in that if I get somebody signed up, I got paid. Because if you get somebody signed up, the company got paid.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
So if you're in a business where you sign an individual up and you're being paid is dictated upon that individual doing something, that should be a problem for you. And I'm not telling you to leave your company or go someplace else, but I'm just trying to be as honest and transparent as it is. If your company gets a check that you helped create and you don't get a piece of that check, that's a problem.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
And what I was able to learn was when you're in a situation where 75% of those bonuses that are supposed to get paid out upon enrollment of a new individual into a company, when 75% of them aren't paid out, the company becomes an Inc. 500 company. No shade whatsoever. Trust me, no shade. I'm only saying this because I care about you guys that are in this group, and I care about you making income and making tremendous income, not making paltry income. For me to be a six-figure earner in a comp plan such as that was a big deal. Trust me, it was a big deal. It was because I made that one caveat that you had to have in order to get that bonus paid out. I made it non-negotiable. Like I plugged it into enrollment. So a lot of people will try to enroll people, and then now when they're enrolled, then try to get them to do that one thing that's going to trigger that bonus. With me, I talked about that in the whole initial onset. So if you didn't have the money set aside to not only cover your enrollment, but to also cover you getting that one thing done that's going to release that bonus, then you weren't getting started. And that's why I think, I was a six-figure earner. Most people were six-figure earners in that company or seven-figure earners in that company because they had teams of 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. I had 6,000, which is a lot. But my residual income in the third company that I enrolled in, the Vacation Travel, my residual income was over $2,000 with less than 100 people on my team. And I was looking at my residual check here and my residual check there and saying that there is no comparison. But again, I'm not talking about companies, but I just wanted to get this idea over to you. I was a six-figure in this company, six-figure earner in this company. I project to be a seven-figure earner in this company, and it's a hard feat to do, but it's possible. And it's possible for you, no matter what company you're in. I know this might feel like, he's talking about businesses. I'm not trying to recruit anybody. I'm trying to explain to you that I have the credentials to help you position yourself likewise, to become an earner in your company. I can't guarantee six-figure, seven-figure earner, but the purpose of Pursue Next Level is I want you to get a check every month with a comma in it. That's my goal. And I'm not talking about 1,000. I'm talking at bare minimum $5,000 a month, and experience that, and having a chance to experience life by design and not by default, because most of us are living our lives by default. So I do have the background and the credentials to help you do that. And I wanted to prove that to you before we even get into what Pursue Next Level is going to be all about. I wanted to prove that to you. So if you actually scroll down this page a little further than this video, most of you may not even have looked, there'll be some testimonials under this video. Now, I thought of 3 people to use their testimonials. One of them, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get his testimonial because he had a stroke, but I will tell you the whole story in a second. The other one was a testimonial of a person who came to a free training of mine at a special event. So I not only use that person, but I'm going to use the other person who did the special event. Now, I have the one testimonial there. Hopefully both will be there by the time you hit this video. If not, I'm not going to wait for it. It'll be there later. I'll email it to you, whatever I need to do to get you the information. But the first person came to a free training at an event that I helped another individual put together. It was their idea, their brainchild, but I helped to put it into action. And that event generated income for that individual outside of their network marketing business as a whole. So I not only show people how to make money in their company, I also show people how to make money outside of their company. And that's what I want to do with you guys. But this individual that I'm talking about, he attended a free training that it was free from me. I didn't get paid to do this training. I showed up. I think the cost to get into the event was maybe $10, just to cover the cost of the room. But person showed up at the event, listened to a small portion of my 40-minute training at best, went home, applied one portion of this training, applied it to their business, and in 2 days enrolled 2 people in their business, and their cost to do that was less than $3. In fact, it was about $2.59. I think they tell you in the video, but for $2.59, they enrolled 2 people. In my current company, you enroll one person, it's a $70 bonus. So if that would have been me in that situation and I enrolled 2 people for less than $3, you're talking about $137 profit. $3 spent on advertising, $140 paid out, $137 in profit. So check out that testimonial by Micah. It's below. And then the other testimony is going to be by Connie. And Connie is the individual who actually put the event together. But the person who I don't know if I can get their testimonial, I haven't reached out to them yet, but they had a stroke not too long ago. But this individual, we were in 5 links together. I was a senior vice president. He was a national director. He came to me and said, man, I need to know how to make money in this business. I see you making money. I need to know how to make some serious money in this business. I sat down with this gentleman, and I don't remember if we were at Fridays, if we were at a hotel. I don't remember exactly where we are, but I've done this twice with 2 different people. He was one of them. The other one was Miss Janine Barlow. We were in Rochester at our company, a company event that one of my partners was doing in Rochester at corporate. And we were sitting in a bar and I pulled out a napkin. I'm pretty good for pulling out a napkin and doing a strategy on a piece of paper. But I did this exact same strategy for her. I did it for him. And he wanted to know how I make serious money. So I showed him and I put the napkin, put it all on paper, gave him the napkin. Here's the game plan. Within the next 30 days, he acquired a $10,000 bonus from the company. Didn't pay me a dime. I wasn't looking for a dime. I didn't show up next month and say, hey, you made 10 grand. Can I get 2? No, I did that for him. So not only can I do it for myself, I can do it for others. But I want to prove that I can do it for others on a larger scale than 4, 5, 6 individuals. Because in order for us to let people know that this works, not only network marketing, but integrating internet into it, it works. And that's what I'm out to prove with Pursue Next Level. In order for me to prove that, I have to make you a success story. And that's what I intend to do. So Pursue Next Level is going to be a one-on-one coaching with you and I. Now, I know not everybody is going to jump into this training. Quite honestly, I wouldn't be able to do it if everybody jumped into the training. It's going to be a higher price than prices you guys may have paid for some of my trainings. And I still tell you, I always intend to do a value of, at minimum, 3 to 1. 3 times as much value than the amount of investment that you put in. So it's not going to be a cheap investment. It's going to be very cheap in light of how much it's going to actually cost. When you're talking about one-on-one coaching and almost 24/7 availability to individuals, that's a lot of time out of your schedule. You can only have so many people in it. And I know not everyone is going to jump on it because not everyone is willing to invest in their business. I always was willing to invest in my business. Like I told you before, I first got started in my second company, $2,800 investment. Not everybody's going to do that. Because people see, oh, it's $4.99 to get started. It's $4.99 to get started. That's it, to get started. Now what's next? Because that just got you started. Same thing with this course. It's going to be a significant investment to get started. But after that, you're going to be putting more money out because we're going to be doing marketing for your business. We're going to get so many leads calling you that you might have to get an assistant to help you fill these calls. Trust and believe me. I got over 35,000 people to a website, which pushed me in two ranks. That's why I named the course Pursue Next Level. I actually came up with the idea for Pursue Next Level, not the way it is now, but actually for all 4 of my training courses. It was 3 at the time. I didn't even know I was going to do a 4th one, but because I did leveraging leads domination and I heard the outcry of what people needed, that created Marketing Evil Genius. Then I heard the outcry of what people needed when they said, I got to shoot a video. That created Victory Via Videos. And then the actual crowning of all of these trainings is Close Like an MLM Pro, because you could have everything in place. You could have your website in place. You could have your marketing down to a T. You could actually have fantastic videos, and you could be getting tremendous amounts of phone calls. If you don't know how to close those people when you get on the phone with them, you'll be in the same position you were a few months earlier. You'll just be expending more money, and you'll be bleeding money because now you're taking money to invest in marketing. So Close Like an MLM Pro, not a lot of people bought the course, but it's the crowning jewel, in my opinion, of all the courses. And it creates the 4 core trainings that is all you need to make tremendous amount of income in network marketing in this industry. Not only in this industry, if you can apply those principles to anything else, if you're an affiliate marketer, if you're selling your own product, you can apply those principles from those 4 core trainings and put yourself in a position to make tremendous amounts of income. So Pursue Next Level is going to be one-on-one coaching with myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to have a sign up. You're going to have to get on the phone and we're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to qualify for this because I want people who are serious about their business, not only serious enough to make the investment, but going to be serious beyond the investment, because I want this thing to blow up for everyone who's involved. I want you to see a change in your income so impactful, it brings tears to your eyes. Because once your income changes from being broke to making a check every month with a comma in it, on top of whatever else it is you're doing, trust me, it'll bring tears to your eyes. So what I'm doing with this course is I'm going to be utilizing an application. The application is called Voxer, and I will probably spell it somewhere in this video for you. You can download it on Android. You can download it on the iOS operating system, which is Apple. You can get it in the Play Store or your iTunes store. It's called Voxer, Voxer. And it's going to give you the ability to contact me at any time of the day, unless I'm asleep, of course. Send me messages. It actually has a walkie-talkie ability. We'll have the ability to be in concert with each other through the course of this 12-week program. It's going to be a 12-week program. And when I launch it officially, this is the first group, but when I launch it officially, it's going to be a program that is going to be 12 weeks. So it's going to be a program. You guys know when I launch something, you're never going to pay as much as it's going to cost the person that gets in later, because you guys had faith in me. You bought the courses before you knew of any type of success it was going to bring you. And many of you have gotten tremendous success with these courses. I've seen many of you guys grow into other things. And it's amazing to see the steps that people have taken. And I don't necessarily give credit to my courses for that, but something happened along the way that put you guys in that position. And I'm extremely excited and proud of those who I've seen grow. And I'm not going to name names because I don't want to leave anybody out in this video, but a lot of you guys know exactly who you are. I see you guys in internet marketing circles, and you probably don't even know I've seen you. Like, I've seen people who are now taking trainings by Billy Jean and Billy Jean's Gene Pool. I've seen people who have taken trainings now what's his name? I can't even think of his name. The leadership guy. And it slips my mind right now, but I'll put the text in the video. Because again, I'm shooting this live. There's no script. I'm shooting this from the heart. I'm just telling you guys a story. And the story is all wrapped around these trainings and being in a position when I'm sitting in a room and someone says, who had success with this? I'm not the only one raising my hand. And I want people emphatically standing up and saying, I made 6 figures with this. Not only did I hit a top position in the company, which is great, it's not really about that. It's about income. It's about how much money did that produce for you and your family? How much return on investment did you get getting into that business? That's what it comes down to. A position is great, but that position, I can walk into the bank and say I'm SVP and they'll say, okay, what does that mean? Are you making a deposit or a withdrawal? That's not going to get me a loan. It's not going to do anything for me. Oh man, you're an international diamond? What does that mean? Doesn't mean nothing to anybody than it does to you and whoever's in your company. But what really matters is when you come in that bank and your deposits are hitting your account, they'll remember your name. Can't do nothing about that. Shooting a video. That's my house phone. But at the end of the day, what I want to do is I want to be able to have conversations with individuals who may be interested. And again, like I said, I can't do 100 people. It's too many people to do one-on-one, personal one-on-one coaching with. And I'm not even going to go through all that's in store, but it's going to be so professional and it's going to be so airtight and it's going to be so impactful on your business. You'll look back on it later, 3-6 months later, and say, I'm so glad I made the investment in myself to get started. So what you need to do is you need to download Voxer to your phone. If you have my phone number in your phone, which most of you do, if you don't, my phone number is 610-864-5173. Again, my phone number is 610-864-5173. If you're serious about being involved in the Pursue Next Level one-on-one coaching with me, download Voxer, contact me, and we'll have a conversation about the next steps. With that said, thank you for watching the videos. If you did, originally I was going to have comments below the videos, but it seemed to affect the video playback. And I may have to still change the video playback because I tried something different with this new platform that I'm on, and I used their videos, uploaded my videos to their system. So that could be an issue. I may have to go in and use Wistia. I use Wistia for most of my videos, but I wanted to try it out, see how it works with a long video, pretty short video, medium-sized video, and see if the playback was right. So under most of these videos, I put a button where you can click and watch the YouTube video. And you guys know I tell you not to do that with prospects, but I don't have a problem doing it with you because I know you guys are focused on the content and you're not going to get distracted going to YouTube. I also did it because I'm trying to get my YouTube hours up because there's some things I want to do in terms of advertising on that platform, and you have to have a certain amount of hours of views and a certain amount of subscribers. So I'm going to increase what I'm doing on YouTube anyway for that reason, but that's not the reason why I actually made YouTube videos here, but just so you know, that is something that I'll be focusing on as well. So we're going to go over different forms of marketing. So it's not just going to be Facebook marketing. We're actually going to get into some Instagram marketing as well as some YouTube marketing. And some of the updates from this group is what's going to drive the updates through Marketing Evil Genius to the next level. Everybody that's had Leveraging Leads Domination and Marketing Evil Genius, I have those original courses in the membership areas, and I'm probably going to upload all of the individuals who purchased the courses, send that out so you guys have it and can log in, and then as it updates, you'll see the new files popping in there accordingly. Marketing Evil Genius, in all honesty, probably will be the last one to be done because I have some things to do in terms of making sure that training is right. But that'll probably be my most expensive training other than this one going forward because it's going to have so much in there in terms of value with marketing your business through social media platforms. So I have to increase the cost of that course. But leveraging leads domination will be $297. Close like an MLM Pro, I was thinking of going to $297. It might remain $197. Victory via videos is $197. Was thinking of $297 for that one as well, because I'm going to go in there as well and do some updates with that. Show different videos that you can shoot, put resources of equipment that you can have to make great videos. Some of the things that I think I should have did with that course to add to its value. And also, you know, what I said with Marketing Evil Genius, leveraging leads domination, it is what it is. There are some things that I'm going to do to increase the value of moving your platform off of Wix and having a more professional looking platform that doesn't have watermarks on it that someone can click and go to Wix's, you know, branding and marketing for Wix. So a lot of things are coming. I'm excited about them, but right now I'm excited about Pursue Next Level, because I'm going to be building my business to the next level again. I got to the fourth position. Let me see. Yeah, the fourth position in my company. Again, there's 15. Right now, they don't even show the top 4 anymore. They only show 11, although they're still there. No one has attained to any one of those positions. Only 2 people in our company have gotten to the, actually, it's not even the top 4, it's the top 5. But only 2 people have gotten to the 10th position. Presidential Diamond, I'm sorry. Only 2 people in the history of the company have attained to that position, Presidential Diamond. But it's my goal. I'm at 4 over the next few months, maybe going into the first quarter of next year. I'm going to go from 4 to 8. And I'm going to walk you guys through the process of you doing that with your company as I'm doing it with mine. I want to give you the ability to look over my shoulder, see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to show you my ads. I'm going to show you exactly what I am implementing to get thousands of people sending me their applications. I'm going to go through all of that. I'm going to show you how I'm structuring it. I'm going to show you where I was at in each step and phase of the way as I go through. So if that's something that you think will be valuable to you, I definitely implore you to download Voxer, reach out to me, and let's see if it's a fit. With that said, thank you guys for listening to these past few videos. Again, the testimonials are below. And one more time again, if this interests you, download Voxer, reach out to me, and we'll have a conversation. All right, guys, make it a great day.